I appreciate. I really, really do. I don't want to throw no shade on nothing. I really, really appreciate the history of the Rose Bowl,
Right.
Pasadena. But that damn traffic is a nightmare.
Oh, man.
I mean, they need Molly, Jeff.
I saw Beyonce there.
Listen,
I like the nostalgia
and by the way, we modify, we grow all the time. How about having the Rose Bowl at SoFi? How about that? How about that?
Well, it won't be the Rose Bowl.
Stephen A.
It won't be the Rose Bowl.
It's the nostalgia,
Throw a
it's the
few
history.
Throw a few roses there. Throw a few roses there. I mean, listen, there's a whole bunch of things in life that are historical, okay? But that damn traffic in Pasadena, I mean, come on, y'all.
Yeah, bro.
Come on, I mean, the SoFi Stadium, I mean, let's get with the time.
You got to get a chopper,
Stephen A.
What's up?
Jerry didn't send you the chopper to get you straight up out of it. Fly you right in.
I damn near called to ask him. I damn near called to ask him. I need a helicopter ride there.
Yeah.
Let's roll,
He'd
y'all.
probably say yes. He had a very lucky weekend. We'll leave it at that.
Yes, he did.
Shannon, we'll start with you. Which team is the biggest threat to the Ravens in the AFC? Because right now they look like world beaters.
I think I might want to change my pick.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I had Buffalo.
Okay.
But what Buffalo am I going to get? Because we know Josh Allen's a mistake prone. We know Tua are mistake prone.
Okay.
And those are the two teams that's one of them's going to win the division. Lamar Jackson in 3 losses has thrown 3 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. In his 13 wins, he's thrown 4 interceptions and 23 touchdown passes.
Okay.
The team that I think, with the way they're playing currently, I'm going to shock you. The Cleveland Browns.
Yep.
The Cleveland Browns is the team I feel with the way Joe Flacco is playing and the way that defense can get after the opposing team's quarterback because the Ravens are first in takeaways, first in sacks, first in points allowed. The Bills are second in takeaways, third in sacks allowed, fourth in points allowed. But the thing is, Josh Allen, he just tries to be Superman all the time. And sometimes it's okay to be Clark Kent. You can just have your glasses on, your nice top coat, and your hat a Saturday, and just go about your day.
Right.
But he wants to jump into that phone booth and put that cape on far too much, and when he doesn't really need to. So right now, the way they've been playing over the last month, I think the Cleveland Browns.
Here's the deal, Shannon Sharpe. I mean, first of all, I don't want you to be contaminated by the Jeff Saturday syndrome, okay? You don't have to fight it. All you have to do is say, I agree with my man Stephen A. Because that's exactly where I was going with that. I was going to Cleveland Browns. And let me tell you something. It was exactly why. Because when you look at Josh Allen, again, I think he's great, but we all know that he's prone to make errors because he might engage in hero ball, even though we haven't seen much of that this year. But that defense in Cleveland and their ability not only to get after everybody, but the effect they have directly on Lamar Jackson, considering what level of greatness we've been seeing from Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. When I think about that roadblock, this is the only team that comes to mind. I'm done with Miami. I've had it with them. I've had it with them. I don't believe in them at all, okay? Buffalo, iffy. Cleveland, if Flacco throws the ball like that, oh my God. And then you got Amari Cooper and Njoku. And let's not forget Flacco. How many people are as familiar with John Harbaugh as Joe Flacco, who won the Super Bowl for the man?
Yeah.
That's where I'm going with as well, Shannon. It's Cleveland.
Listen, I like it. I was going to Cleveland the whole time. I like it. I'm going to give you another one, though, because we talked about Buffalo a little bit, talked about the Browns a little bit. How about this? They got to get in, but the Steelers. And here's why. I would tell you, and I like both the Browns and the Steelers. Now, I'll put the Bills over the Steelers, but I'm going to say this. When you're in a division with a team, you know them almost as well as you know your own team because you see them so often. There are very few tricks still left in the bag. You understand where the explosive plays are coming from. You understand how you have to play Lamar Jackson if you're on defense, or you know how you get to play the run style or the blitzing style that Baltimore wants to give you. And I think when you talk about teams that are familiar with the Ravens, that gives you the best chance. And that's just facts of playing football because familiarity gives you some level of confidence, whereas when you're the Dolphins or even the 49ers the week before, you walk out and Purdy throws 2 interceptions, all of a sudden your head's spinning, you're like, how do we get back in this game? Very, very rarely with a division opponent is there a blowout, and it's for very good reason because you're familiar with the opponent.
you know what? I've improved my health. I'm eating better. I'm taking care of myself, whatever. But the one thing that has made me sick is the Steelers.
Yeah.
You can't score all season long. The season's over in everybody's eyes. All right, and then the last 2 weeks with Mason Rudolph as your quarterback, you're going to score 30 both games. Yeah. 30 and 34. Yeah. I mean, a sickening. I was so ticked off. But this is what we have. But I'm not getting caught up with the Steelers. I'm not falling for that.
I thought you was a fan.
I am, but I need a quarterback. Mason Rudolph ain't the answer. I need a quarterback. Yeah. You know, I'm here in L.A. It's the new year. You know what I'm saying? But things don't get old like the A-list. It never gets old, baby. 2024 is in the house, and this is the first A-list, okay, for 2024. My top 5 teams in the NFL going in to the last week of the NFL season. Give it to me right here at number 5. Let's start it off. Bam! Don't make me wait, damn it. Bam! The Detroit Lions. Why? Because they got robbed. That's why. They should have 12 wins on their season. They should have gotten a victory against the Cowboys. They got straight up robbed on the road. They're the leaders in the NFC North. They should be a top 2 seed in the NFC Conference. I love the way the defense is playing. I love the way Jared Goff is leading this team. I love the leadership of Dan Campbell. I believe in these brothers. They're a top 5 team in the NFL. I don't give a damn about the loss that we saw this Saturday because it shouldn't have been a loss. They ain't top 4, though. Let's give it to me right now. Bam! The Buffalo Bills. Why? Winners of 4 straight. By the way, it wouldn't surprise me at all if they beat Miami in Miami to end the season this coming weekend. Win the AFC East crown, by the way. Josh Allen's been balling. Diggs has been balling. The defense has been balling. After a 6-6 record, nearly 3/4 through the season, they've handled their business over the last 4 weeks. And because Miami keeps wetting the bed every time they get on the road, you see what happens. Bills are a top 4 team. They ain't top 3, though. Give it to me right now. Bam! The Cleveland Browns. Why? An elite defense in the National Football League. The potential kryptonite to a Lamar Jackson on the offensive side of the ball. Joe Flacco is flinging that football around like he the second coming to Joe Montana. Amari Cooper's got over 1,200 yards receiving on the season. And Njoku is no joke as well. Elijah Moore is making a contribution. This kid Ford in the backfield, along with Kareem Hunt, has been doing their things. The Cleveland Browns are coming. I'm not sleeping on them at all. They're a top 3 team right now, the way they look. But they ain't top 2. They'll give it to me right now. Bam! The San Francisco 49ers, we can say what we want, and we understand what the Baltimore Ravens did to them. But the bottom line is, look at what they've done to everybody else. You know how they stomped on the Eagles. You know how they stomped on the Cowboys. We know what kind of streak that they were on and what have you. We can't get caught up in one hiccup against the best team in football. We're not going to do that with the 49ers. They ain't number 1, though. We know who number 1 is. Right now, it's this team who with the imminent MVP in Lamar Jackson. Oh, by the way, you got Edwards running out of the backfield. Oh, by the way, you got Zay Flowers. You got OBJ. You got this kid Lively. You got a whole bunch of weapons on the offensive side of the ball. Defensively, I already told you a little earlier what they do defensively and how elite they are. They're a bunch of rough riders, and they're exceptionally well coached. By the way, the brothers, the Harbaughs, one could end up with a national championship while the other is a Super Bowl championship in the same season. That is something to behold. That was Shannon Sharpe walking in front of the screen. It's okay, though. It's okay. We could do that. That's how we roll because he need his clipboard, all right? We get it. We get it. Go ahead. Yeah, I got Ravens, 49ers, Browns, Bills, Lions.
We got it. All right. Shannon and your suit game get an A today. I'll give you that. But now it's up to the fans.
You said I had to make a quick change.
All right. To our First Take fam at home, we want you to chime in. So scan that QR code. You can see it on the bottom of the screen. And let us know what grade you have for Steven's A-list. Meanwhile, Shannon, you're up first, and then Jeff. Give us your thoughts and give us your grade.
You know what, Stephen A? Well, that's an A-list. That's an A-list. That's an A-list. I can't even lie. I can't even lie. I can't lie. I can't lie. I can't lie. I can't lie. That's a very good list.
That's right. Go ahead.
I got I wanted to. Me and Ash got our wires crossed because I'm not so sure that our teams wouldn't have been similar.
Okay.
I would have had the Lions at 5, the Browns at 4, the Cowboys at 3, the Niners at 2, and the Ravens at 1.
Right.
But that list, you know what? I'm not even mad. You left the Cowboys completely off.
That's right. I did. I did because that's a protest, just so you know, Jeff Saturday, a.k.a. Sergeant Friday. It is a protest on my part. The Cowboys should not have won. The Detroit Lions got robbed, and I refuse to recognize the Cowboys in that top five.
He put a list together under protest Saturday. That's the first time in history somebody put a list together under protest.
Under protest. Under protest.
I feel like you can't give him an A, though. He didn't even have one of your teams on the list. So let's not.
No, but that's
fair,
you know what? I'm not
do
even
B+.
mad at him. But you know, no, but that is a look. You can't look. I don't understand why he got the Cowboys off. I left the Bills off, but you look at it and say, hey, I'm sure he got 4 of the 5 teams you got up there Saturday. I'm certain of that.